Okay, here's a copy of My Space Book. And it says buy, and you need to put your name on the front cover. We're going to be drawing pictures that go with the words in each page. We also have some blanks to fill in. This first page says the, and we're going to write the word sun, S-U-N. The sun makes the sky light during the day. Let's draw a picture of our sun. It is a big round ball. In fact, it's a ball of gas. It often has flames that shoot out from it. And our sun, believe it or not, is a medium-sized, yellow-colored sun, which means it's also of medium heat. There are suns that are cooling down and dying, and they are red in color. And there are suns that are very, very hot, and they are blue in color. So I'm going to make our sun a yellow sun because it's a medium heat, medium size sun. Let's color that in yellow. And if we want, I suppose we could add a little bit of orange in here. After all, sometimes when we look at the sun, it looks a bit more orange. Now the next page says, the sun is at the center of our solar system. So again, we want to draw the sun, which is very large, right in the middle. And then we have lots of little planets that go around it, and some big planets too. There's Mercury, and Venus, of course our own planet, planet Earth. There's Mars. And then we have an asteroid belt that goes around. We have the great big huge planet of Jupiter. And another big planet known as Saturn. And then way out in space, there's another planet called Uranus. And another one called Neptune. And we do also have some very small dwarf planets as well. In fact, 4 or 5 of them. One of the most famous ones being Pluto. Just a little tiny ice planet. We can color in our sun. And we can color in some of our planets. These inner ones tend to be rocky, kind of brown ones. Earth, of course, is kind of famous for being blue and green because of its water and land. And white from its clouds and its snow. Mars is kind of known as the red planet. Lots of other planets here are kind of brownish in color. Browns and yellows, oranges, because they're gas planets. These farther planets like Neptune, Saturn, Uranus, and Pluto and so on, they're more gassy planets or icy planets. So there's a picture of our sun at the center and the planets in the solar system. They all go around the sun. Our next page has a blank line, and that's where we're going to write our planet's name, Earth. Capital E-A-R-T-H. Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. Let's draw our planet, planet Earth. Of course, it's a round planet. And we've got land here on Earth. Got polar ice caps. We often refer to our planet as the blue planet because we've got so much ocean water. And the ocean water appears to be blue from space. Of course, a lot of the land appears to be brown if it's rock, or white if it's snow, or green with its forests and its grasslands. There's Earth, the 3rd planet from the sun. And then we can write we, capital W, E, capital because it's the beginning of a sentence. We live on Earth. So I guess we could draw people. It's the only planet that has people on it in our solar system. We also have animals, of course, that live on our planet as well, and plants. There aren't any other planets that we know of yet that have plants or animals or insects or fish or people that live on it. On this page it says, at night I see, we're going to write the word the, T-H-E, moon, M-O-O-N. At night I see the moon in the sky. Of course we also see stars. So let's draw the moon in the sky. I'm going to draw the moon going this way, with just this part of the crescent showing, although the moon is always, of course, a full round circle. It's just that some of it is in shadow. The shadow is created by the Earth, and the light part, the bright part, is created by the sun reflecting light off of it. Sometimes that moonlight appears quite white, or might even appear a little bit yellowy, but it is the sunlight reflecting. On this page it says, sometimes I see the whole moon. That's a case where all of the moon is reflecting back the sun's light. You can see the whole moon. Sometimes there's little mountains and caverns and craters and spots that we see on it that look darker than other patches. Craters are caused by asteroids slamming into the surface, causing big holes, but there's also some mountains on there as well. So sometimes it kind of looks like there's darkest patches. But that would be the whole moon. So at night I see the moon in the sky, and sometimes I see the whole moon. And on the back page it says, sometimes I see half of the moon. So again, we can draw a round circle because the moon is always full round ball. But sometimes that shadow created by the Earth blocking out some of the sunlight, sometimes it's almost right in half, and we call that half a moon. So this side appears to be dark. If we look really carefully, though, you can usually see the line for the moon being a circle. And the other half is reflecting the sun's light, because remember, the moon doesn't make its own light. And we see like half of it. And the moon's changing every night in the sky. It changes for a whole month. So there we go. Sometimes I see half of the moon. And that's our little space book. Don't forget to put your name on the front there. And now when we read through our whole book, it reads like this. My Space Book. The sun makes the sky light during the day. The sun is at the center of the solar system. Earth is the third planet from the sun. We live on Earth. At night, I see the moon in the sky. Sometimes I see the whole moon. Sometimes I see half of the moon.